Hey Underdogs, welcome back to episode 3 of Underdogs Rise. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be talking about building self-trust and rebuilding that. See, what I've learned is that our bodies will always choose safety before success. And today we're going to be talking about something that almost every underdog struggles with, but rarely names. Self-trust, not confidence, not motivation, not self-belief, but self-trust. And this is something that I have struggled with all my life. Because after enough setbacks, after enough moments where I said I would do better, and it didn't, something quiet started to break. And it doesn't sound dramatic. It sounds like I really don't trust myself anymore. But let's rebuild that family. Let's rebuild that together, slowly, honestly, and for real. Why self-trust breaks, and here's what most people misunderstood, me included. See, self-trust isn't broken by failure. It's broken by shame. You should be better by now. Why can't you just follow through? Something must be wrong with you. This is how my internal dialogue used to speak to me. And once shame enters the picture, you just stop listening to yourself. You either overpromise to compensate, or you stop promising anything at all. Both of these break trust. Because real trust is built on felt safety. And shame is the opposite of safety. Now here's the reframe that helped change things for me. And this didn't happen overnight. But it helped over time. See, promises don't build trust. Presence does. Presence builds trust. You see, self-trust isn't built by big declarations. It's built by staying with yourself, especially when it's uncomfortable. Not, I'll never do this again, but I'm here with myself right now, present says, I notice when I'm tired. I notice when I'm avoiding. And I notice when I'm overwhelmed. And instead of abandoning ourselves, I stay, we stay, you stay. And that's the moment trust, it starts to return. You see, underdogs, we're intensive. We're intense by nature. When we decide to change, we go all in. Big plans, big promises, and big expectations. But intensity isn't what heals self-trust. Consistency does. Trust is built through repeated actions, small actions, repeated gently, in the body, not just in the mind. You don't need to prove anything to yourself. You need to become predictable to yourself again. And you can do that by keeping agreements, small agreements, and embodied. And if it can't be done in your worst day, it's too big. A self-trust agreement should feel almost too easy, slightly grounding, and clearly doable. And here are some examples. Drink a glass of water when you wake up. Stepping outside for 2 minutes. Or placing a hand on your chest and feeling your heartbeat, and breathe. And once you make a small agreement, your nervous system learns, I can rely on myself again. I can rely on myself again. And that's how trust returns. Not through force, but through follow through. I'd like to share with you a small micro action. And it's entirely up to you whether you want to take part in this. But this has helped me in so many ways. And I would like to share this with you. One promise, one small promise, and one that you know that you will keep today. Not later, not tomorrow, today. Say it out aloud now, quietly or in your head. You won't remember what I say, but you'll remember what you tell yourself. Then keep it. That's it. That's the work. I've written some reflection questions that I have used myself. This isn't about blame. This is about repair. Where have I been unreliable with myself? Not out of laziness, but out of overwhelm or fear. What promises do I keep making that my nervous system can't actually hold? When I break an agreement with myself, how do I usually respond? With shame or compassion? What do I tell myself? What whispers? What does my body need in order to feel safe enough to follow through? And the last one, what is one small repair I can make without explaining, just doing? Let these questions land and answer them in time. Self-trust doesn't just return all at once. It returns quietly. In moments where you could abandon yourself and you choose not to. In moments where you choose honesty over intensity. In moments where you keep the smallest of promises. And you feel it land in the body when you keep it. You don't need to become someone new. You need to become reliable to who you already are. You're not becoming more. We're coming home. And we are the people who we have always been waiting for. Underdogs rise. And we rise together.